One day, in a little town, there was a boy named Tom. Tom was stuck in a rut and needed some advice. He decided to go to the park, hoping he would run into one of his friends to help him out with his problem. To his surprise, he saw an old friend named Lily. He ran up to her and asked her how she was. After they spent some time catching up, he told her he needed some help. He began telling her his problem with graphing. "I just don't know which graph to use," he said. Lily replied, "Well, what are you trying to graph?" Tom talked to Lily about how he had done an experiment and collected data about people's favorite animal. He chose to ask the people in his class. Lily was shocked. She had asked him if he had ever made a graph before, and to Lily's surprise, he said no, he had never made a graph before. So Lily figured they should probably start with the basics. She explained to him how step 1 to create your graph, you want to actually make the graph. And they say that you can just make a giant L. Step 2 is you put a title on it. The reason you need to put a title is so people will know what your data is about. And so for Tom's experiment, you could just say favorite animals. Then for step 3, you need to create the y and the x-axis. The x is horizontal and the y is vertical. For the y, you can put number of people, and for the x-axis, you can put the type of animal that people liked. She was explaining to Tom how sometimes you need a key for your bar graph, but for this one, you don't really need one. And then finally, after you've created the outline of your graph, you go ahead and plot the data that you have received from your experiment. And finally, Tom was able to create a graph on the data that he had collected from his classmates about favorite animals.